It's a beautiful day to ride, and for some reason I always seem to find myself back at this place. A lot of bikes, a lot of bikes, a lot of bikes, a lot of bikes, a lot of bikes. Miles.
Infinit Ryda.
All right, let's crank this baby up. Yeah. So let's go for a quick ride with Vanessa and talk about my thoughts on what Harley did for 2021. I'm not gonna ride crazy. Got Vanessa here with me. So I watched the reveal video. I've seen a few of the bikes, you know, and I feel like Harley did a few things or a bunch of things right when it comes to their release for 2021, but I feel like they also did a few things wrong. So one thing that they did right that was huge, and it was an amazing, I just feel like it should have been done in the first place, is put the 114 in the street bob. That was big. That's a very good choice there, because before, the street bob and the standard were basically the same motorcycle, just one had chrome. Now there's actually a huge benefit to picking up a street bob over the standard, because you're going to get the 114 motor. I like the way Vanessa's bike looks. It looks slick with the red stripes on the seat. It's sporty, baby. So by putting the 114 in the new street bob, that just turned it up another level. They're doing what they said they were going to do. They're basically simplifying their bikes, making them more streamlined. You know, when it comes to all of the touring models, I like the fact that they're giving you the option of blacked out motors or chrome. You got both options now, which before, you know, you had to get a special to be able to get it blacked out. Now, you know, you can get black or chrome in any of the models. I feel like the bikes that they eliminated, they weren't really any of my favorites anyway. The only one I probably would have kept was the regular lowrider. You know, I thought that was a pretty good option to keep around, but you know, they got the lowrider S, they got the standard, they got the street bob. They got enough options for soft tails as it is. One thing I would have liked to see though, what they did with their CVOs now, I love what they did with the sound system, because I'm familiar with the sound system they put in there, which is Rockford Fosgate. That sound system is gonna sound ridiculous. Rockford sounds amazing, and hopefully I can review one of those bikes soon. I'm supposed to be going up to Speedway Harley-Davidson to start reviewing a few bikes here and there, so hopefully we can make that happen sooner than later. But yeah, that CVO system is going to sound ridiculous. Now I feel like the Deluxe, that wasn't one of my favorites. They made the right choice getting rid of that one, because it's extremely close to the Heritage. It's basically similar to a Heritage, just don't got the bags on it. I'm glad they kept my favorite bikes, which is the Lowrider S, the Fat Bob, and the Road Glide. Those ones they needed to keep. And I'm glad to see the Sportster still on the roster, but I still feel like this is the last year to be on the roster, considering they already eliminated over in Europe. And I kind of like the way they did the reveals a little bit. I feel like it could have been a little bit better production value, or they could have talked about the bikes a little bit more, or show more of the colors or whatnot. But I guess that was just to entice people to go into a dealership to physically see those things, and hopefully it does that. But a lot of people are saying Harley's on their last leg. They always say that. They say it every single year. They definitely could do a lot of things better. For instance, their color choices for this year, not really my favorite. they came out with, I feel like, too many shades of green or different green colors. Not a lot of people rode green bikes, or at least in my opinion. I know I am not a fan of a green motorcycle. I feel like green motorcycles basically suck. Like a few of those colors that they released, I'm just not a fan of. For instance, let's talk about one of my biggest issues, and that's going to be with the had to get past there. That's going to be with the Street Bob. The colors they selected with the graphics that's on the tank, they no longer have a solid black Street Bob. The Vivid Black has all that orange on the tank, and I feel like that's too much, because some people don't want that much orange on the tank. Some people want a solid black bike. So if they're looking at a solid black bike, now they're going to have to either step down to go with the standard or step up to get the Lowrider S, which is a little bit different styling. If they want a solid black bike, they can't get the Street Bob in a solid black, and I feel like that was kind of a huge mistake. Another thing I feel like they should have done is with the Fat Boy. They should have brought out a blacked out Fat Boy similar to that anniversary model. They could have changed it up a little. They didn't have to make it look exactly the same, but they need one with a blacked out exhaust, blacked out engine, and blacked out wheels. They don't have to be completely blacked out, but more black on it than chrome, because some people just want that murdered out look, and they don't have that option in the Fat Boy. I feel like they should have done that. So my biggest complaint with their releases this year is mainly the color options. I feel like they could have done better on the color options. As far as the bikes they chose to keep, I feel like they made a good decision. And as far as putting the 114 in the Street Bob, I feel like that was huge. They definitely should have done that. But for next year, what I think they need to do is they need to be throwing that 131 motor in some of these bikes. I feel like the CVO should come with the 131. They should have a Lowrider S version with the 131, because the Lowrider S and the Fat Bob, I feel like, are their sportier bikes, so it should have a performance-oriented motor in it. Let me know what y'all think down below about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish enjoying the rest of this ride. I will see y'all in the next one. It's your boy Infinit Ryda signing out. Deuces. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, baby.